So I wanted to take another minute today, recording my second video, talking about tips to survive COVID while in NP school, right? While you're an NP student, what to do. So here are the tips we've aggregated by talking to NP students, by talking to some of our preceptors, and kind of getting their idea on like what a student can do to kind of keep their head up, especially if they're working as a nurse right now and they're kind of like in a tough environment in their workplace. So the first thing you can do is reach out to your school and make sure and get an idea if they'll let you make up the clinical hours in the fall if you don't want to do them right now, or if you can't find a preceptor right now because it's really hard out there. I would also really recommend that you start on the job search. This came up a lot, actually. So some of our clinic owner preceptors had mentioned to them that because of what's happening, they're realizing that maybe they do need to expand. They need to hire people. So now would be a great time to kind of get an idea and make a list of potential places when you graduate that are busy right now that you could apply to when you graduate, and start cultivating a relationship there right now. Send them something saying, hey, I know it's super busy right now. I'm graduating in a year. Here's something. We really appreciate the work that you're doing. Things like that will really go a long way in developing a long relationship with a potential employer that you're thinking about. I would absolutely make sure you call your student loan carrier and ask for a deferred payment. So really important. A lot of my employees, we tend to have a lot of younger employees fresh out of school. They have done the same thing. Times are tough right now, and a lot of places are letting you defer loans without any penalty. I would absolutely look into that. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't pretend to play one. I'm not in a CPA or an accountant or any disclaimer. So just my thoughts on this one. But going back to the job application component to it, now's the time to work on your CV and cover letter. 100%. You have the time, especially if you're not precepting, if you're not working too much right now. I'm sorry, if you're not in a clinical rotation, not precepting. You're not, and you have the time right now. Work on that cover letter. Work on that CV. When there's graduation, because so many students are delayed right now, when the fall comes up, there's going to be an influx of students doing rotations and needing preceptors. And then in December, there's going to be a huge influx of graduation, because you essentially smush together 2 semesters into one larger cohort. So what's going to end up happening is when everyone graduates at the same time, it's going to flood the market even further. It's going to be a shock to the system, and you're going to need to stand out more. And this is why I'm talking about the CV, the cover letter. Create a list of job employment options for you so you can get ahead of the curve, right? Book that rotation in advance. One of the other things you could do is, if you can't rotate right now, if your school is saying, you don't have to, or you can't find a preceptor because it fell through because of COVID, that's okay. Get your rotation booked, locked down, secured, whatever you want to call it, confirmed for May, for the fall. Because again, it's just simple economics. When you have a huge rush in to start at a certain point, it's going to create a massive bottleneck. And what we don't want to see is thousands of students already sit out every semester because they can't find a preceptor. We don't want that number to double or triple. So those are my piece of advice. And the very last thing I would say is, if you do have a rotation confirmed for the fall, for May, and you were super ahead of the schedule, right, and you got everything locked in January and February because you're ahead of the curve, that's amazing. Go ahead and reconfirm your rotation. Make sure that they're still willing to accept you. So that way, if they're not, because things are changing every day, then at least you have a few minutes, a few weeks, maybe a month or two to find another placement. So just stay ahead. Don't think just because you confirmed back in February that it's okay right now. Or even don't think because you confirmed back in March, it's okay right now. Everything's changing. So keep that in mind. These are the tips to survive COVID if you're an NP student. But believe me, at the end of the day, you will survive. We're all going to get through this. Everyone is struggling around the world. And while it's a challenging time, we know that people are going to come out of this appreciating and loving nurses even more. And we know you guys are working your tails off, your butts off. Thank you for that. And I hope this helps you. My goal is really just to try to care and think about NP students, and advanced practice nursing every day, because I feel like there's not enough attention on it. So I feel like it's the right thing to do. Bye, everyone.